Sunday Surgery Live. We have an autopsy tonight, an autopsy of one of these. That's what it should look like. I'll show you in a moment what it does look like. So is anybody else there? No, nobody else on the stream yet. So we'll give it a little bit of time. And don't forget to leave a like on the way in, because it helps old channel. Yeah, we're doing an autopsy tonight. But a question to ask you after we have a wee look at this drill. I have a couple of questions actually this evening, but we'll get to that in a minute. We're here at the Doctor Surgery, and I'll tell you what's happened. This one of these has got turned down for warranty. It's got turned down for warranty, and we're going to explore why that happened. Dewalt turned it down, and to be quite honest, I do not blame them. I always like people to get warranty, and sometimes I like them to get a warranty that's like a kind warranty, like a warranty that's maybe the company's pushing the boat out a little bit for them to get. But I would say they couldn't do anything with this. It's totally understandable why they turned it down. And I want to, there's J-Bubs, good man J-Bubs. And when a few years get on, I want to ask you another question as well about the Sunday surgery. Are you happy enough with the format? Are you happy enough with the time? Because I've got a few guys like J-Bubs, Martin Kelly, Paul Cook, Gaz Bullen, Pat McMahon, a few guys there, Stephen Dyer as well. Good man, Stephen. He is happy enough in this time slot, this time zone, and the Sunday surgery. It works sort of for me. I was trying to walk between two continents, like transatlantic, you'd say the American viewers and the local viewers, you know, to make sure everybody got a chance to see it live. Works for Martin. But I just wanted to run that by you because I know there's an audience there's a silent audience, and then there's an audience that'll be probably with this new format, the way good man J-Bubs. This new format where you're shooting in like portrait all the time, and it gets a bigger push out to more people. You don't get any. It hurts the stream financially, but the streams didn't financially reward me anyway. That's not why I do them, so I don't care about that. I care more about push out and more people getting exposed to the channel, so the channel's more successful. It won't make me a millionaire, but at least we just like a bit of success. I like the success I've had so far. So, like, I was looking at it today, I've probably gained about 5,000 odd subscribers in the last 12 months, and that's since I really come out from behind the camera and announced that I was going to get this surgery constructed. So everybody's sort of happy. And now we're going to do the autopsy and show you what's happening with this 273. Remember, this is what it should look like. You know, that's a complete one. So we'll see if we can get the camera in a good position and get it down here so you can see what we're looking at. We'll go piece by piece to see what we got here. I think the gloves to the rest of it. First things that strikes me is how new and clean this looks. There's a reason why this is clean. It's not that old. It's still within the year. It's a Type 2. But, you know, look, it's just might as well be, just go through piece by piece. Might as well be new, judging by that casing. And through each piece by piece. That's out of casing. There's the chuck cover, looks completely new. That air the same. The chuck completely new, no wear. These wee plastic butts, well, they're not going to be affected. That spring looks perfect. And we'll go to this spring. We'll go to that spring first time. We'll go to the spring. Can you see a problem there? Look. If you can imagine where this spring goes, that spring sits in there. And now, how would that get rusty in there? Or so rusty in there? I've never seen one of them rusty in my life. And as you've seen from my channel, I've had a few of these. See, it sits inside there. Look at the shape of that. Okay, you're getting the picture. And there's another little bit that holds the battery connector out from the body. Gives a little bit of spring. That spring is also in a suboptimal condition. I think you might be getting the picture now. That's near the top of the machine. And that's the other end of the spring goes in there. See? And if we go to the main machine herself, what do we see? Get down here. We'll look at the switch assembly first. And the battery connector. See if we can get that into shot. Yes. You can see. Everything that's been the bottom half of this machine especially is completely exposed to water. What Dewalt said about this, completely waterlogged, all components destroyed. So we'll get inside here now. We'll open this to see what we got. He must have been using it in the bath. What do I see what the owner's name was? I have the owner's name here. That might shed some light on it. The owner was called a Mr. SpongeBob Square Pants. And apparently he lives in a pineapple under the sea. So that's where he was using her. Aquaman. Could have been Aquaman. He lent it to Aquaman. That's what happened. That water's come out of it. Look, that's that. That water's come out of it already. What do we see? We left the motor out to see. See if that's in shot. No, they didn't re-shell it because I know the history of this drill. This drill's not old. She looked perfect on the outside. I thought, oh, that's definitely a warranty. She's jammed up or something, you know. She's jammed up, or she's probably broke a connector or something like that. Because I know the history of this machine. I know who owned it and where he got it and when he got it. But I think it was definitely abused. Definitely abused. It was so clean because it was actually used in water. It was actually used in water. Now the guy wouldn't have done what you're saying, but it's a good shout usually. The motor's still rotating, which is good. Look how rusty that is. You can imagine that's inside a sealed. There is holes to let in air into the motor, you know. And yeah. So what had to happen there is the motor rotating, the fan on the bottom of the motor would acted like, what would you call it? Acted like a pump and pumped the water into it, because this has obviously been sitting in water at the bottom. Ultrasonic bath. Yep. That'll lead me on to a question I have to ask you guys later on. But we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Let's take one bit at a time. Right. You see, the top half of that's got water in it too. Oh, that. Every component to pull out, soaking wet. The selector's even got rust on it. And if you imagine the top half, the only access that has to the outside world, as it were, is this hole here where the motor is. So it had to suck it up through the motor and shove it up on there. It had Had to go at full pelt. It had to be going underwater at full pelt to get water on here. I've never seen water on here before. Like, that's a full. You could reuse some of these components possibly if you're me, but I would need to do a better job than I usually do. I wouldn't just need to just stick it together and make it go. It's more so than that. Everything needs to be cleaned. Everything needs to be cleaned and tidied and sorted out. More rust. The ultrasonic bath definitely has a good shout. And you know, the connecting rod's still intact, which is a common thing that breaks in these. And we'll get the tube out here. Look, there's actually water on there. Hey, BW's Electronic, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. BW's Electronics are good. Like a lot of you guys that are commenting there, he's definitely, there's Paul Cook. There's Paul Cook. Paul Cook, that's actually an interesting comment you put on there. We'll allude to that in a minute. That just needs everything sorted. It needs everything. It needs everything cleaned out. We need to clean those components to see if they're salvageable. See if the bearings have been affected. I don't know if the tube and the piston will be. You expect that to be stuck on there. You would expect that to be stuck on there. That would be something you would expect. He's obviously used this underwater. There's no other explanation. The piston's stuck on there, the striker's stuck in there, whatever you call it. There's components with rust on them that I've never seen rust on before. And these, no matter how they've been abused, they're more likely usually to be dried out than soaking wet. Yeah, lovely. But there's none of those components broken per se. There's none of them broke, which sometimes, if you have to buy new things like the wee conrod, you can buy that cheap enough. But these shafts here, and if you have to buy a new tube and stuff, and these components, it can go into a lot of money. And if you have to buy the motor and its own, it's also very expensive. The motor switch assembly, which is this whole thing. It's that whole thing. So I wasn't going to do a live stream on this. What I was going to do, I actually told the guy, right, your drill has been turned down for warranty. And it's going to be too costly to fix because they have to replace everything. If you send that to a Dewalt Centre, they're not going to do a budget up job. They're not going to start cleaning the motor, cleaning components in the sonic bath and trying to reuse them. They can't do that. That's not... I understand why they can't do that. They have a certain amount of responsibility that I maybe don't have. You know, I'm a Dr. Budget or whatever you would call me. And that's the way it is. Then with kerosene and get a new motor. I don't have to get a new motor because I have a new motor, but that's beside the point. And I think I have enough components to actually rebuild this. From the outer shell is all good. The chuck components are all very good. There's no wear on them. The casing obviously is perfect. It's clean, but it's perfect. You know, needs the water emptied out of it for a start. The motor's probably completely bodged. I would say. But I have spare reconditioned motors there. So I suggested to the guy, right, Dewalt has turned that down under warranty, because I'll just tell you exactly what he said about it. I told you before, warranty void, water damage to all components. And I have a good relationship with the guys in the repair centre, and they sent me a picture. And as soon as they sent me a picture and a short message, I knew, yeah, you're right. I couldn't conceivably ask you to do anything for me there. It's not a pushing the boat out for the customer job. It's just he's actually used that underwater, and the water got on, obviously got on the vent at the bottom. That was below the water was above that. The water was up to Dewalt. They called up to the maker's name. If you bog a piece of agricultural machinery, they called into the maker's name. This was into the maker's name, and the water was going in there, and she was sucking on the water here and forcing it up onto there. So I don't think we can expect a warranty on that under any circumstances. Yeah, I'm of that same belief. Gaz Ball and J Bubs, and even Paul Cook has alluded to what I'm going to suggest. I actually suggested to the guy that owns this, and this is what I thought, even before I get this back, before I seen this machine. Just from the photograph I was sent, I said to him, I'll tell you what I'll do for you if you want. I says, I'll fix that thing. I'll try and fix that thing. I didn't even say I would fix it, I said I'll try it. I said, I'll try and fix that thing for you for £100. And he says, no. He says, I don't want it back. He says, you do whatever you want with it. So I'm now the proud owner of a waterlogged SDS. And I want to thank the owner, Mr. SpongeBob SquarePants, he lives in the pineapple under the sea, for his donation to my channel. His accidental donation to my channel, because he's given me this. So that's good. I'll tell you what I'm going to do for fun. We're only about 17 minutes in. This could be a short stream tonight, but anyway, we'll not worry. I have this old knockoff battery I got for, I can't remember, £20 or something. Was it even that? $12.99? Something ludicrous. Oh, not that. But I'm not going to risk a new battery or a good battery on this, because they want to wreck it. Doesn't want to go, funny enough. But I'm thinking I might. My idea was doing a restoration video on this. And actually, if I do this tonight, or if I try this tonight, it's going to be a bodge job. Like, it's going to be doing enough, the usual thing that I do, doing enough to get it going. Doing just enough to get the thing going. But I wanted to spend a bit more time on it sometime. And actually do a restoration video. What would you think? Strip the motor. I could do a wee bit of cleaning the motor tonight. Would you rather see me do something with this tonight, or would you rather see me the trigger switch is broke? Grumpkin, good to see you on the stream. Grumpkin. I don't know if you've been on before, Grumpkin, but you're more than welcome. Would you like to see me do something with this tonight, rather than with I maybe get a chance to do a video, which I don't know. We'll take a look at the motor of the night anyway. Either way. But I don't think I'll be able to do a full. Why is that slipping there? That should have been. Maybe wait. No, it's a 15. It's a different size. Here we are. Sorry I don't have a shorter, or sorry I don't have a longer screwdriver. This is the longest one I have. We'll get the motor working tonight. Hopefully it's right anyway. We'll do a bit of a bodgy job on it. But I have quite an eclectic collection of tools at the moment. None of which are Dewalt SDS. There's been a few featured in my channel, but they all belong to somebody else. I might get the sonic bath for the video, you know. Let's see. I never had one of these apart before, one of these motors. Never had to take one apart before. I've got an unprecedented amount of stuff to fix at the minute. And it's holding back some of my wacky videos that I usually do. I think I'll put that together in chance, because it's not oh, hang on, it's the wrong size. It's not seized as such. The water certainly will not be helping it in any shape, form or fashion. But I'm inundated with stuff at the minute. I'm trying to play catch up all the time, and I'm trying to order parts all the time. Keep using the wrong thing. Did it in the last impact driver. The thing is, we have spare motors, with at least one there, at least one good one we could use. But maybe we should actually make a proper video and use the sonic bath and try and do something a lot better than I usually do, you know. The budget nature of my channel is something I really don't want to lose, but it'd be interesting to do something different at the same time. Do a little, something a bit more professional for a change, as a one-off. This may or may not work. Let's see. There's really nothing to lose with this, is there? Yeah. Did a stupid trick, was cleaning off a trail, used a tire. Came out okay, good man. Do you watch wrestling? Funny enough, I don't, you know. I'm from the Andy Kaufman School of Wrestling. If I was going to do a bit of wrestling, I would want to wrestle with a lady, you know. Naked wrestling with ladies. That's the kind of wrestling I want to do. Don't tell Mrs. Lefthandthread. Well, do tell her. Maybe she'll dress up as a wrestler. Dress up as a naked wrestler. Anyway, enough about the fantasies of your favorite internet doctor. Did I know that Bosch makes triggers for most companies? I did not. I did not, sir. I did not. But that is actually very interesting. People don't realize that companies outsource components. They outsource components from other companies. If another company's making a type of a component, sometimes it's cheaper to actually pay them for the one that they already use, already have in service, than get them to make another one, especially custom for your machine. So I think that's why that happens. Didn't think there was much trouble with this thing, but that's the beauty of live streams, isn't it? That's the beauty of live streaming. Let me get that into them first. I don't know if you ever have seen yeah. What are you doing? I'm trying to clean this out switch. I'm trying to clean the connectors in this old switch to see if it'll work again, but probably won't. But with nothing to lose. But anyhow, have you ever seen the inside of a Hulti machine? Hulti cordless impact driver. And have you ever seen the inside of a Panasonic cordless impact driver? The thing about them both machines is the switches look absolutely identical to me. Just have it both open, as you can imagine. Being your favourite Doctor of Destruction and Mayhem, I have both those machines open. You get that onto the sliders again. So just, I find it remarkable that maybe a 12-year-old Panasonic and a 5-year-old Hulti, or even younger, would have the same switch components. I just find it interesting. That doesn't come out of that. That's all one piece. There's no way this is going to work. I know. I might be in luck here now. You get the spring in again right enough, but I think we're in business. Right, I better put the forward reverse lever on her. Oh, of course you fell out of position again. The old Panasonic stuff was fairly great, you know. It was fairly great, but Panasonic dropped the ball. They had an impact driver, a brushless impact driver that was very, very reliable. Very reliable. And they had a battery platform, lithium-ion battery platform, before anybody else really was on the lithium-ion game. They never put battery indicators in their batteries for some reason. They dropped the ball there, and they just never expanded the range beyond a few items. It took them until recent years to actually get a multi-tool, which is ridiculous. All other companies have had multi-tools for years. One of the best selling items in the market. I should have paid more attention what way this came out, instead of talking so much nonsense to you guys. But anyway, I suppose that's why you're here. But you're happy enough with the Sunday stream, staying the Sunday stream and staying this time anyway. I had to sort of try and put it somewhere, and the Sunday surgery live seems to be a good old thing, like, you know. And also, I was thinking Fix It or Fail Friday as well, but I wouldn't do away with the Sunday stream, you know. Fix or Fail Friday is also a thing. Oh well, that's it. So Sunday streams all right. Sunday streams are all right. We're going to keep going with that. Also, there's something now, and I want to say to you guys, because you guys are, you guys keep me at it. You guys keep me at it. This old platform. You keep me on it and keep me at it. Pins got bent somehow. Anyway, must be the way I pulled that off. But my channel recently, there was something I was reluctant to do with the channel. Until recently, I just bit the bullet and went ahead and activated it. I'll tell you what it is. It's memberships for the channel. It's memberships for the channel. And what it means is, if people want to support the channel, the idea is they pay a couple of pounds a month or something, whatever, you know. And that's all well and good, but I thought, no. I have my Sunday night crew. I have the people that watch the videos, people that comment, people that leave nice comments. people that subscribe. I don't necessarily think that they should pay for my content. And then recently I just activated it. But then if you activate that, you have to say, like, you know, I'm going to put out videos that are members only or whatever. And it doesn't allow me to give free memberships, which I think is something I should be allowed to do. But YouTube doesn't offer that. But definitely all the content that you've been enjoying so far, I'm not going to make any of that pay club or whatever. There's Big D. Big D, you remember this? I don't think you guys should pay for Sunday surgery. I don't think you should pay for all my regular videos and all my millions of shorts that I put out. I don't think you should pay for any of that. No. Oh, the battery's smoking. Battery's smoking. Let's see what harm I've done to the battery with that. Anyhow. I didn't use a flex volt, put it like that. I didn't use my 9 amp flex volt. I thought I would use this thing. The thing about a battery, when the smoking stops and the heat stops, you're not so bad. If the heat continues and the smoke continues, it's time to get it out of the building if you can. It's got a burning smell. Might be still beautiful, this. Still showing 2 bars anyway. She burnt that off one time and I resoldered it on, that one there. She tried to crispy fry that one. But I think it stopped in time. It's still connected. And J-Bubs has sent me spare boards, so no fear there. No fear there. But these are a horrendous battery. Do not buy these. But there's somebody did make a very good comment one night that I shouldn't be using good batteries to test machines. So I try and use the worst batteries that I have. This last couple of weeks, because I did toast a couple of flex volts by accident. Like you might have seen in the 54 volt video that I had done. Clean the connections where you did again. Okay. Okay, man. But I was luckily enough able to fix the 54 volts this time. But and Big D showed me how to test the flex volt before you put a battery in it, or it's going to pop your battery or not. So that's useful information, and I have shared that with you, my peeps. So there we are. Big D says to clean the connections. No, I think she's toast. I think she's toast. Who wants to see me try it again? Oh yes, yes. I never had a chance to look at the flex volt, the care package flex volt. I did take off the sides. The terminals are not burnt out, so I might have to do a discharge recharge thing. I don't know if any of you seen the video with J-Bub's care package. I did charge this up a little bit, and I got it to take 1 bar, but it's not. I charged it up with the power supply. Oh, let's see. Making a run, but it's maybe not charging is the problem. Nope. Bloody lightsabers. No, I wish. No. She's not taking a charge now. So what I can do with that is I can totally discharge it down to a very low level with this device that I have fabricated. I had an old 18-volt bulb from an old Panasonic hand lamp, and I connected it to this battery connector. Yeah. So I'll tell you what I could do. I'll leave that on overnight and flatten that battery and recharge it with the power supply and see if it goes. See if it takes a charge. Charge it up to about 18 volts, 17 volts, 18 volts. If that doesn't work, I might have to go deeper. I don't know what to be fixing tonight. No, I don't know what to be at. That's been the problem of my life. I never knew what I wanted to be. You know? We'll try this again. Oh, here's Mark. She don't like it. This battery definitely does not like that. I'm going to pop that battery. That's what I'm going to do with that. So, what are the thoughts, guys? Would you rather see a restoration video, not a proper restoration? Oh, this is scrap, This is scrap. Would you rather see me try and rebuild that from all the oil parts I have lying about? She is well scrap. And you can understand why that was turned down for warranty. Like I've explained earlier, just terrible. Like. And I don't know if any of you seen the care package the J-Bubs sent me. One of them was that battery. He sent me a pile of circuit boards for these, the knockoff circuit boards for these, and he sent me another wee circuit board and wee connectors. Rebuilding video. Yeah. We're going to do a reassembly video of that. We're going to put everything, we're going to bag everything up. And do a full video on it. The problem is I've been walking past 2 nailers for about 6 weeks. I've been walking past 3 fences staplers for about 6 months. I've been walking past a router for about 6 weeks. I've got about 15 machines between Saturday and Friday to get fixed. Along with numerous batteries. And I wouldn't know where to begin at the minute. But I think this is worthy of a video. I think this belongs on tape for all to see. I think it's one for the... It mightn't be the most popular video I'll have, but somebody want to see it. Possibly. The restoration video. I don't know. The good thing about it is I'm off all this week. Yeah. Definitely can't blame Dewalt in that one. They were very, very sound, to be quite honest. The Dewalt, and it wasn't even Dewalt, there was a Dewalt repair centre. And they were very sound about the whole thing. As usual. So, bag some of this old stuff up. Let's see if I can... Well, that's belonging to something else. So bag her up and we'll do a restoration from the now world famous Doctor Lefthandthread spares box. Can make that love again. Yeah. I think that's my next video that I have to do. That's the next big one. Builder from scratch. Builder from scratch. The now world famous Doctor Lefthandthread spares box. It's like the suitcase in Pulp Fiction. Nobody really knows what's on it, and then when you look at it, you're just amazed. You're just saying that's beautiful, and that's all you'll ever see. You'll say that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. So that's the autopsy of the DCH273. It'll look better than this when it's finished, because this one's dirty. This one's actually been used. So anyway, I don't think I could do it justice tonight building it. I don't think I could do a good enough job. I'm only 17 watts in there, so it's going down a wee bit, but it's good to get a bit of push out. So if you think a video on that would be a good job, that was one question. Other question, I want to clarify about memberships to the channel. I don't expect people to pay to watch this stuff. The lucky dip box is getting actually bigger, and the floor's full of stuff, the shelves are full of stuff. There's just stuff everywhere. It's kind of become, I don't know. It's you should 20. The number's gone up, but I must show you a wee Panasonic that I got yesterday. Panasonic battery. That's it. Somebody gave me this to fix yesterday, but there's no parts. Can be got. I need the switch. I could do a switch clean on it for you now. We're only 49 minutes in. We could try and do a switch clean on that to see if it works. It probably won't work. I think we need a switch, but we'll try it. It could be a fix or fail. 21, so that's good. We're all right. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. Here we are. Going well now. Nope, the motor doesn't sound good. I'd say the bearings away in that. It wasn't going at all yesterday. No, there the switch is problematic too, not that. Maybe it's just the motor. It sounds well bad. That's a 7540. The label's way off her. That's an EY 7540. They made them between 2007 and 2011. So that could be potentially between 12 and 15 years old. You know, that could be potentially that age, 12 and 15 years old. But you give it to me the facts. He's complaining the chuck was wobbly as well. I think if I get it going, I'm not worried about the wobbly chuck. But anyway, we'll see. We'll get her open. I've plenty of stuff I could show you tonight. I've plenty of material at the same time. No. Better to not pay as you put up videos. No. I don't want to put up pay as you members only content. I activated the memberships, but I don't want to penalise people for watching me. Because you guys have been so helpful, giving me stuff, watching me. I just don't think. I just activated it. But you know, I don't know. I never put up any members only content because I just don't think. If there was a way of gifting people memberships, that'd be a different ball game. Maybe just saying like, you guys all on Sunday nights are members, and we could have our own wee thing maybe. But anyway, I don't know. It doesn't seem like the channel's big enough for that. I know my friend Donegal, he's got memberships on his channel. But them boys love him, they probably pay up on him. Send me the money! No, show me the money! No. Fuck. I don't want you guys to pay anything. Is the bearing bad in this? Probably is. But I wanted to clarify that to you guys, DC. Have you seen memberships active in my channel? Did you think that, you know, what I was expecting out of it? I don't know. Answer is I don't know what to expect out of anything. But this is definitely dirty. In fact, I actually feel bad. When I do streams on TikTok. Some of you guys that are only YouTubers, are only on YouTube. I feel bad. Because I feel like I'm cheating on you. I feel like I'm sleeping around. And I'm not that kind of girl. Because the Sunday streams are the ones that I enjoy the most. The TikTok ones are good too, but it's not the same vibe at all. We built up something different here. Not this here. What do you call him here? Tony Montana's been in here. Pablo Escobar's been in here. I was in Dean Doherty complaining about that machine I had in the bench there. He was complaining about the high failure rate in them the other day. He was complaining about the high failure rate in them. He's saying how bad they are and how much they feel and all. And he always complains about how much he has to do, how much stuff he has to fix. He's like a flipping lactose intolerant milkman, to be honest. That's his job, like, come on. You know. Don't be so negative, son. Don't be so negative, sunshine. That's my weekly flag off the competition. I need more air in that job. Sorry about the noise, gentlemen. Anyhow, we'll see if we can do something with this old switch. See if that is indeed the issue. And maybe give the motor a wee blast as well. I used to put switches in these back in the day. These were one of the first machines I would have worked on, believe it or not. I never did a video for one of these at all. This was pre-video days. Yeah, I did. I did actually. What you were saying was right. But I do notice you have to make sure and not be loose with it. If you're loose, she'll blow the hole in the stuff, the nickel strip. Yeah, I guess. Well, it's the parts shortage in the south is double the price, and it's got no good support in the supply chain. You know, a man that's got 50 hours a week to play about with this stuff is complaining. He's got 50 hours a week to mess about with this old stuff. He's complaining he's getting too much stuff to fix. You know, I have about 5 hours a week, some weeks, to mess about with this stuff. And I've got a workshop full of stuff, and I am not going to complain because it's good to have it. It's good content for you guys. It's a good old thing to do. It takes your mind off the severity of the mortal existence. If you're having some kind of existential crisis, I suggest you maybe go out and fight with an SDS Dewalt for an hour and a half. If you have to take it apart 5 times and try and figure out why it doesn't go, at least at least it alleviates the problem of thinking, why am I here? And what's the point of existence? It alleviates that question. You don't have time to think about that. definitely has a lot of dirt in the switch. Like again, this is like, there's nothing to lose here. There's nothing riding in this. Let it go or it won't. Three Hitachi first fix. They're supposed to be the better one. The Hitachi or Hikoki or whatever you call them, battery one, they're supposed to be the better one of the battery ones. That is. So I don't know. I'm trying to stay away from nailers, and through a series of unfortunate events, I find myself with two sitting in this very surgery tonight. I have two sitting in this very surgery. I've been walking past them for a while, but I might have to engage with them this week because it's getting too long nearly. I'm not going to fix them. I need to just tell the guy, you know, it's getting to that stage. But we'll see. No. Yeah. To be fair to Mr. Doherty, I know I've given him a wee bit of what would you call it? I've been critical of his attitude, but I have to give him one thing. He had a video on how to regas a Milwaukee. Regas a Milwaukee nailer. I don't think it was a framing nailer, but I think the principle will be the same. I think the fence stapler will be the same. From what I can gather, you put 100 psi of air on from your compressor, and you need a wee small 316 adapter, which is nice, which is good to know. But the more people that are on fixing, Dean Doherty, me, my friend from Lithuania, per tool repair from Lithuania. Sorry if I get the name slightly wrong. It might be per tools repair. Can never get it right, but anyway, he's a decent guy, and he does good work too. So, the more guys is on, the more tips develop and the more things will be able to be fixed, and the less this throwaway society will take over and whatever. That's the plan anyway. That's not lying down properly. I don't know why. The perils of live repair. I wonder why my competitors don't really do live repair anymore. I can't think why. Oh, there's a ball fell out. Does anybody know where that ball was? Anyhow. Maybe a minute balls of this. Pun the alert was, you seen that one, J-Bobs? Some kind of wasn't the framer anyway. We've got a spare ball. Looks like that. Regassing them's alright if they just sort of gradually lost a wee bit of gas over time, but if they're you actually have to reseal them. That's a different matter. You have to get a seal somewhere. You have to get somebody to sell you a seal for. That insulation, it wouldn't go down under it. Anyway, we'll see. That's it closed now, anyway. Air gun pump, more pressure, better to use. He was thinking 90 psi or something. But you need a wee bit of pressure to break the seal, he said. So he ended up having to put 100 psi in there. Get ready fire. To be fair, they have a very good video. I don't see him giving me much praise. You know, I don't see him praising the old doctor's shenanigans. In fact, he doesn't even mention my name. He never even, to my knowledge, has mentioned me. So there. I was just hoping I'll go away, but you know. That ball was to do with the switch lever. That's what that is. There's the bolt. Open her and put the ball on again. And over there. There's me thinking it was going to be short stream, but we're on for the long haul now, guys. And we could have a fail at the end of this. I'm just warning you. I'm just warning you for your own benefit. You're never going to get this error back again. Same pump you use in paintball guns. Yes, it sits at the back of that, I think. Does it? Nope. That there didn't pan out. Let's get them out to see. The ball's causing more ball than it's worth, you know. There's not go with the ball in there, no. Yep. I thought that was magnetic, but it's not magnetizing it out anymore. There's my ball. Don't think it goes in there either. I'm just looking at these connectors here to see what way they are. I don't think I have a spare switch for this anywhere. Does anybody have a spare switch for a Panasonic EY7540? Oh, that's not coming out. I might have to abort this mission shortly, because it's not really working out. Sister keeps talking to me when I'm trying to watch the stream. Why do women keep bombarding you with more information? Tell her to watch the stream. I'm looking for a shout out from Dean Doherty, the very talented and wonderful repair technician. Dr. Lefthandthread here in the Northwest. Do you know all those machines that you're complaining about getting defects? There'll be far more of them coming to you, only for little old me. You need another couple of me's for you don't have to worry about all these machines clogging up your workshop. All those SDSs that you get to fix. Sure, I can fix some of them. Shall I would save you the bar? balls well in there. This is a balls of a job. I have some old Panasonic parts here. How long do we see? Oh, gee, look at this. Can you see what I see? The emergency spare box. Emergency spare box. Suppose I should have went there first. But sure, where would the fun that be? Ah, let's see. Emergency spare box. Right, here. It really is a magical box. It's got everything. If the Millennium Falcon parked in the yard, the legendary spares box would come to the rescue. Oh, we have a problem. Some butchery has happened here. Oh, what do we see we're going to do? We'll put this stuff back in the meantime, anyway. And try and put it together some way. Make it a spare out of it again. There's bound to be a reason why I do this to myself. But I can't think what it is. I can't think why I do this to myself. Probably secretly I don't like myself deep down. See, the gloves off here. Here we're at, sort of closed. Let's see what we're going to do now. How we're going to handle this. Since a little bit of butchery has going on. Right. Yes, 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 yes. Oh. Is your sister still talking there, BW? Tell you're watching a doctor from the other side of the Atlantic. Trying to make magic happen. She's OCD on seeing money. She has to whole trip. She doesn't drive 2 feet further than necessary. Thrifty women. That's what we need. More thrifty women. That's what was missing in our lives. See, some dickhead has cut the wires. on the switch. But I think we can figure out which wires is cut, so we can do something. We can do something. Get that out of the way, what? Can I get that out of the way? Plug that in later. Yes, I can do that. Right. Yeah. Cut the wires off this and resolder them. That's all we can do. I probably did it to make something wacky, to be quite honest. And after all this might not work. But you know, I don't know what we're going to learn from all this, but you know, hopefully it's something really good. So that's the long wire there. We'll do that first. Should cut off plenty. That's the long wire. Nope. No, it's not. What do we see? So we've cut off the short wire first. I'm going to do this one at a time so I don't make a real balls of it. Hey, women are designed to drive men crazy. But you know, the choice is homosexuality, and it always seems like a job that I'm not interested in. It just doesn't seem like something, you know. To each their own, but you know, it's just, I don't think I'd be any good at it. I have too many hobbies anyway. As you can see, I'm much too busy to become a homosexual. Who's going to do my Sunday stream if I'm away doing what homosexuals do, whatever they do? Anyway, on that thought, we'll just carry on. We'll just carry on regardless. The problem in my workshop, if something's wrecked, I have nobody else to blame. Because I know there's one person on here wrecking stuff. Because there is only one person who's on here. That's the problem. I got nobody else to blame for anything. Oh. Much like soldering's a bit like homosexuality, it's important to keep your tip clean. Allegedly. And sometimes it can be embarrassing to do it in public. There's too many people watching. Anyway. Imagine if this works. Wouldn't that be something? We'll keep that for another future Doctor Lefthandthread emergency, you know. Because they do come up about twice a day. Yes, this is probably the best choice for a Sunday night of all the options we've mentioned, you know. It's actually not bad for me there. That's not a bad effort for a boy like me. Dear, dear. That's not too bad. Get the heat gun, give it a blast, it'll be near enough. No, I didn't use that yet. Funny enough, I'm still bonding with the Misuse one. The Misuse one's here. I'm still getting the grips with it. I'm still getting the grips with it here. That's the Misuse one there. I'm still getting the grips with that. I'm more used to that. It's kind of the change rather than the quality of the item. I'm kind of more used to the M12. The M12 is just something I've been using for a while, and I'm well used to using it, but especially when you have a cluttered, it takes up less room too. And I notice in some ways that the Misuse one probably is better, you know. It's probably easier maneuvered, you know. That's a bit big. When you have the wee small it's the wee small handle, it's easier. It's more precise. If you like that sort of thing. I actually have no idea if this is going to go or not. Not even an inkling. Not even a clue. Was that switch any good that I put on? I don't even know. I couldn't even hazard a guess. That's cleaner than the one that was in, don't I? See me looking for the other one. Oh, it sounds nice, I know it. The wires are probably a wee bit longer. It's unlike other things in life, longer is not better in this case. You know? Wire another way. This is a really Sunday night budget job. This was not what was on the cards, but I'm glad we did it, no matter what way it turns out, guys. Yeah. So what did we learn tonight? We learned that I don't watch wrestling per se, but might be interested in female naked wrestling with ladies. As long as you don't tell my wife. Yeah, it was somewhere. God knows where the screws had landed now. After all them shenanigans. There's. We need that. See where it's not closing properly there. Not closing the best. Not just the way I would love it to close, you know. I think it's that longer wire is the issue. I just do like the guy in Silence of the Lambs, I just tuck it in. And you realise why that joke is totally disgusting if you've seen Silence of the Lambs. Goodbye horses. You know? I don't know, this Misuse stuff is kind of fascinating to me, because they're making things Dewalt aren't making. Maybe should be, you know. The price is always a concern, and it's probably corners probably have been cut, but you know, it's all the fun of it. See if we can get something that's going to do the job for less money. That's part of the fun. That might work now. I have absolutely no idea if it's going to go. Just between me and you guys out there on the internet. Only 16 or so watching now, so it's the numbers are well down anyway. This will be just slightly less embarrassing if it doesn't go. Didn't even lose the screws. That's boding well, anyway. screw seems a while long for there. Oh, you could break them in. That's alright. They looked a bit long, but they're all the same size, these. So well since one of these open. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Suboptimal. I think it's a motor. I think the switch is better. That's all right. No, it's not alright. It's better than it was, but it's still shit. I think the switch is okay though. Switch seems better. And anvil's grinding, I think that's right. I think that's right, D. I think the anvil's grinding. I have an anvil service on me tonight. It's already 1:39. I think the anvil's grinding. Maybe you get some grease onto the anvil. I wonder if the anvil was about TLC, would she be right? I'm going to say she's better than she was. Aye, it sounds like the bearing in the back of the motor is bad. The bearing in the back of the motor is bad. I could maybe measure the bearing and try and get a replacement. Actually, them screws are tight. I don't think I'm going to open this tonight again. But the switch is... I think the switch is better. The bearing, I'll give it a bit of a blast. We'll open it and give the bearing a blast to see. What do we see? What do we see? We're still got plenty of people watching, which is good, you know. It's good. It's got a message there, but it's nothing too important. I think I'm calling that a sort of a half one so far. I don't know, so we'll see. Do you want to hear something interesting? We do have another bearing. That thing is done. Yes, it is. BWS Deals and DIY. This is a Panasonic. This is what's known as a Panasonic. Panasonic were one of the first companies I seen with a brushless impact driver and lithium-ion batteries. And everybody else was messing with old NiCad. They never, even to this day, put battery indicators in their batteries. And they dropped the ball as far as extending the range. They had the ability one time, given the right research and development and will, to take over the power tool industry and become the market leader. The stuff they put out was at least as good as Halti back in the day. Their grinder was shit though. I know a boy still using an old circular saw. It's a brush circular saw too. So Panasonic are the biggest disappointment of the power tool industry. They're the biggest, could have been a contender. Could have been world champion. You know? They had their shot and they blew it. In my opinion. Yeah. That bearing's definitely the problem, I'd say. It's not sitting in the right location. I'll have a spare bearing here in this one. It sounds like a Makita. Companies do it from time to time. They lose their way. They lose their way. That bearing's sitting in the wrong position because it's sort of probably half knackered, you know. And the anvil probably needs a bit of grease as well. The anvil probably. Don't want to start messing with the anvil tonight. Don't know. Don't want to start messing with the bearing tonight. Not sure. But anyhow. I have a bearing puller, but I don't think it's small enough. Or have I some generic WD-40? Some generic WD-40 called Pocket Rocket. Definitely J-Bubs. That bearing is sitting too far on as well. It'll need to be pulled out. I know. I wonder what the bearing puller pull it. It's probably not small enough. Have a wee bearing puller I bought here. I'll be honest, I bought it online. I'm not well happy with the quality of it. It's not small enough for that. It's not, no, it's not small enough for that. I wonder if I get the, yeah, I wonder to see. Precision screwdrivers. Hope you guys aren't planning to go to bed tonight. Many of you guys could work in the morning. Ah, dear, dear. It's tight. Ah, dear, dear. It's not coming off. Nope. Doesn't want to slacking too handy. I wonder if I repositioned the bearing was going to push back a wee bit or something, because I don't think it's in the right position. I think it's slipped down a wee bit, and that's maybe affecting the position of the motor a bit, making it rub or whatever. No screws out is. No, they don't want to come. was a time when this bench was tidy. There they are tight. Good man, J-Bobs. I easily work, get up around 6, and I probably will tomorrow, but I'm not working tomorrow. I'm working for a famous internet doctor tomorrow, doing some of his work tomorrow. I'm off this week, so I'm off the day job this week, but I don't know how much I'll get done because, as I say, the workload has exploded. Thanks in part to word of mouth and TikTok and that kind of nonsense. Yeah. All that stuff. Keep a few. I have a few videos scheduled. My washing machine video should be out. Fixed Mrs. Lefthandthread's backup washing machine there the other day, so the video for that should be out by now. Time is we're 2 hours in there. Always keep a schedule ahead, so just in case. A few placeholder videos I have, and if I don't get anything better, they go out. A few, you know, not very bad videos, but you know, if I get something I really want to release, really want to get out, there. I'll maybe release that instead of what I had previously for that night. There's a few videos get bumped, you know, for a long time. And there's even ones that didn't get released because they were in the system too long and just thought they weren't good enough anymore. This is not coming apart as easy as I would like. I think that's all the way out. That's definitely all the way out. Is it? No, it's not. Shit. They put that fan in an unfortunate place. Definitely all the way out. Welcome to my first 15-hour live stream. shit. Wonder should have swapped the motors just. Should have swapped the whole motor and the whole anvil. Because that anvil's probably not going to be as noisy. Why am I wasting my time with that? Just pop that strip out. And what way are those wires on? They're just on the way those wires on. Yeah. I'll try this motor out. Try a new anvil. We think the board's good in this one. This one. I think the board's good in this one. So we'll keep the board. And we'll pop this off. Oh, broke it. Broke it. Just get it off. The bearing seems better than that one anyway. I'll pull this out. See if we can be more careful with the other one. And put it in. I should have kept that in, to be honest. Anyway. Too late now. There were. No, it's not glued. It's not glued. Welcome to Doctor Lefthandthread's first 24-hour stream. We will be here for the long haul. Success is not a foregone conclusion. Failure is quite a distinct possibility. And before any of you ask, is this Panasonic worth the amount of effort's gone into it this evening? Absolutely not. Is it worth it for the fun? Absolutely yes. Ah, dear. That's tight. That's tight, all right. No, this isn't glued. Definitely not glued. And if it has the glue as well dried out, it's not really doing the job anyway. Not gluing anything. I feel like gluing them on with hot glue, to be honest, just to make sure they stay in. Seems like a flimsy job. They're in there, you know. They're in there. We haven't many watching now, so some people have given up on me, but that's not so bad. I don't blame them. We've had a long stream tonight. We're 2 hours on now. 2 hours on. It must be about 11 PM roughly now, or just near it. Like I say, no work tomorrow. Again, you're going to use other anvil because no, ain't open anvil tonight. No anvil shall be open tonight. Ain't doing it. We think the switch was going, we think the old circuit board was going. We're hoping the motor in this other one goes. We'll think the bearing's in better condition anyway. So just make sure everything's plugged in now. Plugged in, ready to go. Nothing loose. Right, the screws. What do we think this time? You've got home stuff. a video on whatever you want yourself. I don't do these live streams for money because there's no real money in them, but it's good fun. And YouTube is not going to make me rich, but it does help me in other ways. Only for YouTube I wouldn't have this workshop. Only for my repairing and the YouTube I probably wouldn't have took the plunge to get this doctor surgery built. You know, so it does help. It's been a help. This could be a massive failure, but it's just, this is, there's J. Raymond. How you doing, J. Raymond? Dare I say it? I think this is good for my mental health, believe it or not. This is actually maybe a more positive way of expressing my insanity than any other negative way, so maybe it helps me in that regard. Whether this goes or not, at least we had fun tonight. This could be a 2-hour stream, which is not unheard of. I don't think I got much more on me tonight, guys. I have plenty more stuff. This could be the last ride of the Panasonic. Not sure, we'll see. What do we think after all that? Yeah, she's still. Still a mess on her. It's not as catastrophic as it might be. The light's not working. Oh, it isn't. It is working. No, we might open her again, guys. We might open her again. I thought that was the end, but it's not the end. What about half this heater? Because I'm going to melt. Oh. It's just not as cold these days, so I just don't need as much heat. She sounds better. But she's like my guitar playing, it's not as good as it sounds. Definitely better than the last time. The bearing was a good shout, and also I think the anvil as well. So thank you guys for that. This is why Sunday surgery is a very important thing, and the guys that participate are important, because we're not going to make this into a subscription only network. We can't do that. I can't do that. It's going to destroy it. There's still some people on. So thank you for that, guys. This might be the last time this is open, I don't know. But who knows? Who knows? It gave me enough to give me hope. That means anything. What do we see? Maybe take a shortcut with the switch this time. I took with the other one. Let's see. There definitely has some debris in there. Don't know if that's going to get on past the rubber seal, but we'll see. Could pop it a wee bit, maybe. Try and get some stuff on there. Get it open, wedged open a little bit. Some stuff in there. Still people watching, so thank you for that, guys. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you, all of you. Let's see. That's not good. No. Well, we'll close her up and see what happens. We have to do something at this stage to see if that helped. And we're definitely giving up. This is definitely the last time it's been closed this evening. There's been no more reaping on the Panasonic tonight. I think I might have done one or two things this night. I've either fixed this or leave it. Nobody can fix it. So we'll see which it is. Was it worth the time I spent on it? Most definitely not. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Anyway, and the autopsy as well before. So we'll see how it goes. Don't know, this time it could be the end of these. Yep. Yep. That's not unright, but yeah. Absolutely love it. Love it. That's not in right there. I don't pop it in without opener. As I said, I wasn't going to open her again. No. I can slacken that and pop that on. There we are. Oh, that was an adventure. That was an absolute adventure tonight, guys. Thanks for staying with me. Thanks for everybody who stayed with me. That's 2 hours and 16 minutes. Oh, that is a one. My goodness. My goodness. Oh, who would do that? Who would do something like that? I know only one crazy doctor on the internet that would do that. There's only one that I know of. You're looking at him. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Thank you for tuning in every Sunday night. Thank you for all your advice. Thanks for all your help. Thanks to the magical Dr. Spares box, which is now the stuff of legend. It's right up there with the suitcase out of Pulp Fiction. It's absolutely beautiful. So, save the day again. So thank you very much, and good night, guys. I'm going to sign off and see what Mrs. Left Hand Thread's up to. Maybe some fingerprints on her tonight, but we'll see how it goes.